sometimes that little bit of unfortunate you can get in a game of darts.
Game shot on the first leg.
It does lead to a break of throw.
Harrison. Oh, you require 86.
Let's give Bo Greaves an opportunity to level the game back up and get that throw back in her hand. She's going to get 2 darts.
Game
Only
shot
needs
the
a 1.
second leg.
Lovely, clean finish. And they're the sort of finishes that get your confidence up with the situations you're going to have to take it out in this fixture. And sloppy first starters give Andreas Harrison the opportunity, and that's inviting.
Game shot
Just had to be, didn't it? The way that Andreas Harrison starts sit, you just know that that was going to hit the double 8.
It becomes a bit of a theme. If he pins them, first or second dart, he will tend to go through a match hitting doubles with confidence.
That situation right there reminds me what happened back in March when Andreas Harrison took on Gary Anderson.
168.
He got in front, he had that opportunity, and then just a couple of bad visits like that allowed his opponent back in. This may need to go. And it won't.
80. Bowyer requires 16.
Does this unbeaten run continue? And it does, as Bo Greaves gets the better of Andreas Harrison, who had 6 darts at 161, yet didn't get a single dart at a double to win the match. Bo Greaves 84.82, very similar in the averages, 84.05 for Harrison, but it is Bo Greaves who takes the spoils in match 1 of Group A. Coming up next, Andy Davidson, a surprise package up against Conor Henahan.
And he requires 40. Game shot on the first leg. Andy Davidson.
Very tidy start, 17 darter.
Struck with credit card debt from chasing a darts career.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Andy Davidson.
And this is to stay in the tie.
Game shot on the 6th leg. Conor Henahan.
Not too much wrong with the finishing in this one. 18 and under, you win the leg and just play sets and legs. Play 5 legs a set. And try and win 3 sets. What a leg this is.
What a time to get the first maximum as well there for Andy Davidson. Sets him up on a finish, but it's going to be under pressure.
180, and he required 38.
Fabulous match.
36.
There was a look over to the scoreboard from Conor Henahan after the maximum, a look in hope, and he'd been hoping for exactly that he came inside on the 19s, and now Henahan to steal the win.
12. And he required
an opportunity missed, and a loose last start has put him in this position. Now that's awkward. How much of it can he see? Yep.
No score.
And that was just a lack of experience throwing that last start away into the 17, wasn't it?
Yeah, put himself in trouble there, especially the way the dart lands. Henahan would have no problems with one above, but instead of going above, he's gone in, and Conor Henahan, a puff of the cheeks, he's happy, he's relieved. He is on the board here at Champions Week, a 4-3 success over Andy Davidson, and that is both of our games so far going the distance. Expect that to be the theme as we are going through a tightly contested, even group of champions. 2 more champions coming your way next. Bradley Brooks takes on Teehan. Brooks, who's got better and better as the game has gone on.
Game shot and the match. Bradley
Gets
Brooks
over the line in the end. It was a slow start for Bradley Brooks, but he got stronger and stronger, and you wouldn't tell by looking at him here that he would be happy with the result, but it's 2 points on the board. He joins Conor Henahan, and he joins Bo Greaves in the winners' enclosure. An average of 85 should be encouraging there for Bradley Brooks going into the rest of his campaign. But coming up next, we've got Andreas Harrison and Andy Davidson.
197.
This will be a big moment in this game. Andreas Harrison tried to get the breaker throw back, started with a max, hitting with a 140 to follow it. He did the work on the front 6. Now gets a handful of darts to get the job done. It's gone the long way round.
No score.
And continues to be unable to get over the line. Doubles have been so strong in this game for both, but letting them down at the most crucial moments.
6.
A match that was littered with quality finishing. Now neither of them can finish their breakfast. Or maybe brunch.
12.
Wow. That is what
And
Champions
require
Week does
4.
to you. That is just the severity of the situation when they know only one player's going through this group. They've already lost one game apiece in the opener. You feel this is just a little bit of edginess that has gone the way there of Andy Davidson. He probably felt that the game was gone when Andreas Harrison was coming back to the board. He had plenty of visits really from that 1-2-2, which was the start and the finishing of all his undoing as the players try and have a bit of a debrief there around that situation. One will be happy, one will be disappointed. An average of 91.5 for Andy Davidson doesn't tell the whole story. It was a solid performance until the end, but the points are on the board for Andy. Coming up next, we've got Bo Greaves taking on Kieran Teehan.
Require 50.
I've just been reliably informed it's nearly 2 180s per match played.
Game shot on the second leg. Bo Greaves.
So the next challenge to be how many legs has she played?
Big maximum for Teehan. Could be a game changer. It's an opportunity. Double 13 to take us the distance.
Game shot on the sixth leg.
I say about that experience, you don't just get given a tour card, you don't just get given time on the Pro Tour. And
seventh and final leg.
he did survive in that environment for some time, did Teehan? He just steadies himself into the shot. A little bit awkward there, a little bit of a kick.
But
there it is. The run, the streak of Bo Greaves has come to the end here at the Super Series. She is finally walking off that stage without victory. She was 3-1 up in that game.
And I was fascinated by that.
Beautiful finish there for Conor Henahan to give us our biggest checkout of the week so far. That will be beaten, I expect to see. Oh, Henahan motoring here to the finishing line.
140, Conor, 137.
Give him a 100% start to the campaign, 2 from 2.
97.
Tops, but Brooks, 80. Courtesy of that 140. Needs another one of those.
It's ironic missing all those doubles early on.
Game
and then he hits 2 to save the game.
Bradley Brooks.
Henahan double 16 for the match. He's moved to the right, but it does feel inviting.
Game shot
and he gets over the line in the end. Conor Henahan. It was a scrappy affair at the start of the match, but both players really sort of warmed into it there towards the back end, and they'll both be leaving the stage with plenty of positivity. With 13 games still to go, there is time on the side for Bradley Brooks, but Conor Henahan steals a lead in the early goings at the top of the table, averaging the end of 84.45, saved the stats and gets the points. Coming up next, Andreas Harrison takes on Kieran Teehan.
Kieran, you require 156.
This really is coming into the game of Kieran Teehan, just taking his time on these important moments and shots. And so far it's been successful.
And
it continues to be so.
Kieran Teehan.
I suppose it's one of those things, isn't it? If you many players.
Was that Killarney? Or?
It was, yeah. Lovely place.
That is beautiful. One of my favourite venues, that back in the day.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
And another big finish for Teehan.
3 games played, 3 defeats. The man who's been considered the favourite throughout this whole series. And Teehan's going to get 2. And Harrison looked like he knew. He looked like he's seen it all before the second that treble 20 went in. A good performance there from Harrison. An average of 95.31, but it wasn't enough to stop Kieran Teehan, who is here to play. Good performance there all round, saved by a couple of big finishers, the 112 and the 156 being the ones that separated the pair. But the points go the way of Kieran Teehan. Coming up next, Andy Davidson takes on Bradley Brooks.
140s to leave tops on the Brooks throw. That leaves double 18.
Game shot.
Well, you called it very, very early, Matt, that, well, the 112 up to one point was the highest finish we'd had.
Gonna get inviting. You just knew that one had to go there for Bradley Brooks, who says sorry to his opponent. Obviously feels that the game was not up to the required standard, but it was Bradley. The job is done, the points are on the board. And he can go now and try and seek out that positivity, because regardless of how he feels about it, he is well and truly in the running. He has played 3, he has won 2. He is joint top of the early table here. A 4-2 victory over Andy Davidson. Coming up next, can Bo Greaves bounce back when she takes on Connor Henahan?
Do it next week. He said, I think it's one of the times when it finished on a Sunday. He said, I'm practicing tomorrow. I was like,
on the second
I'd be off to the Caribbean for a month, mate.
Oh, your record is 74.
Just completely outscoring Connor Henahan here.
Is Bo the best female player you've ever seen?
Bo Greaves.
Well, this will be some way to bounce back, straight back with a 4-0 victory.
Game shot.
That is exactly what Bo does, and well, Connor Henahan was 2 from 2 prior to that, and yet again the bookies get it right. And look at the average: 96.97, 50% on the doubles, and takes care of Henahan 4-0, and Bo Greaves jumps up to P2 on 4 points only behind. Well, actually, her numbers are identical with Bradley Brooks. 4 points, plus 4 in the leg difference. Legs won 11, so she is joint top of the table. When we come back after a short break and a quick chat with Matt and Murph, we will be seeing Kieran Teehan against Andy Davidson.
To Bernard Dart, only got the 1 dart of the double in the end, and he needed more. He will get no more.
Andy Davidson.
Andy Davidson a leg away from a bit of a rout. Taking his time. Using it wisely. Double 8. One more chance. Double 4.
17.
And that could be
28.
That. I mean, he's... In terms of levels, he was backing up the performance or the level of play that he had a little earlier, but Andy Davidson, he bounces back with a very impressive 4-1 win, an average of 98.09. His winning legs in that contest: 17, 14, 14 and 13, and again a barrage of 140s. If he raises his finishing stats, he'll be well over the ton there, but an important win, and he's up into P3 when we come back. Connor Henahan faces the pointless Andreas Harrison. Every one of you, I hope you enjoy the opportunity. Another one of those leaves tops. Wowzers.
Game shot in the first leg.
Well,
Connor Henahan.
my colleague and friend Matt Agger promised us some big outs. I'll spin you for it.
Game shot on the
Well, that is why Andreas Harrison was considered to be one of the favourites to win this week. It hasn't been going his way across his first couple of fixtures. However, he has now arrived here at Champions Week. The average of the week so far, 102.65. A great performance there. The only chance Connor Henahan had was at the big finishers. He only had 1 dart of the double and used it well to take out the 160. But Andreas Harrison is up and running. He's on the board. And coming up next, Bradley Brooks takes on Bo Greaves.
61.
Now, the actual dartboard isn't bigger. The target area is bigger because
137.
the wires are now effectively, well, they call them blades for a reason. They're just a fine sort of spider's web, effectively, that's pressed in and compressed into the board.
60.
I remember you will remember these boards where the wire would move inside the staple, and it would sometimes make the treble bigger and sometimes make it smaller.
That's exactly what I played on recently with 10 down to the double. Bo Greaves, 11 darter to get the job done. An absolute class performance there from Bo Greaves, who brushes Bradley Brooks aside with an average of 108.75. Since she has tasted defeat up there on the Super Series stage, she has took it to a whole new level. 4-0 and a 4-1 victory there for Bo Greaves to bounce back from those defeats. Connor Henahan coming up next against Kieran Teehan.
If you haven't, why not? Just hit the button. Takes a second. Give us a thumbs up as well.
Game shot on the fifth leg. Connor Henahan.
No trouble that time for Connor Henahan.
Game shot
And he gets there in the end. He may have felt the opportunity, he may have gone when Kieran Teehan managed to level the game up at 2 apiece. Connor Henahan couldn't get over the line, but then from that point was clinical in his approach to getting the job done. A 4-3 success there over Kieran Teehan. 87 average apiece in a good tight battle. But coming up next, we've got 2 players that have been hitting hard today, Bo Greaves and Andy Davidson.
Negativity.
Game shot on the first leg. Andy Davidson.
Well, that was a rapid finish there from Andy Davidson. And all eyes and roads leading to Saturday. That is the task. That is all that will be on the players' minds. Get into that opportunity to pick up that £25,000. Bo is starting to go through the gears.
95.
Andy's still playing the same sort of levels. Performance not dipping. Bo's is just climbing.
$100. 58. $100. 96. Bogey required 121.
Again, 6 darts to get it done.
Game shot.
Doesn't need 6. Does it in 3 for a 12 dart leg.
And he required 125.
And for the first time in a while here, Andy having a bit of time on his side.
Game shot on the sixth flag.
Doesn't want it, doesn't need it. A second big finish of the game here for Andy Davidson. He opened with a 130 finish, but he needs 2 trebles. Another. Double 14. What a finish for Andy Davidson, and what a way to get the job done. He had 3 big finishes in that game, a 130, a 125, and he got himself out of trouble with a massive 148 finish.
Bradley requires 74.
It's hard enough to get people here on a Saturday night, mate.
$34. Andrea should require 10.
Remember, you get no entertainment. The actual punters are the entertainment in Weatherspoons. That's about all the entertainment you get.
Treble will leave him a chance at double 16. He's not found it.
56.
And now Harrison to end the day with a win.
Topsy needs, Topsy gets, and he does find himself alongside Kieran Teehan and Bradley Brooks now on 4 points in, well, joint second position. The average is 86.75 for our winner Harrison. Bradley Brooks 89.41, so the higher average, but his undoing just 2 from 7 on the doubles. Much more efficient from Andreas Harrison. 4 from 8, 50%. So the table, Bo Greaves is the overnight leader on 6 points. Andy Davidson on 6 points. Connor Henahan on 6 points. Harrison, Brooks and Teehan all on 4 points. We're going to have a quick roundup of all the action with Chris Murphy and Matthew Edgar.